Hi, I'm Joe from the Amarillo Public Library. Today I'm going to show you an easy craft where you can upcycle a hardback book into a photo frame. For this particular craft, you'll actually need a variety of supplies. First off, you will need a large cutting mat. It's very important. Don't want to cut up your table. Next, you need to find a hardcover or hardback book that you no longer want because we're going to actually cut the pages out. A glue stick, emery board or a metal file, some sort of marking utensil that contrasts the hardcover, X-Acto knife, scissors, ruler, markers that are not transparent but are opaque, or some paint. Glitter works too. Some kind of a photo. Pieces of paper. You will need one that isn't actually a thicker cardstock, and then just a nice thin copy paper. Okay, for starters, what you're going to need is your hardcover book, and we are going to gut it. Now, this is an actual simple process. We're going to open it up. These first pages, before you get into any text, you'll see a much thicker piece of paper right here. That is actually what is holding all of the pages into the spine. So, you will need to get your X-Acto knife and be cutting right there. We'll make a cut all the way through here. Then on the back, you will be doing the same thing. This particular book, I've already done. As you can see, I've made the cuts and then I pulled the pages out. I already did one side of this book. The reason I've done one is this actually takes quite a while to cut through. We are going to be working on this side. And you should note, the great thing about these particular books, when we have them, you can actually pick something that is kind of logical with the pictures you're going to put in. I picked this one, Days of Rage, because I wanted pictures of my tiny little chihuahuas. Aren't they cute? They're so angry. I love them. When I talked about the cardstock you'll need, I did that because I'm going to use this as a template. I cut this paper down to smaller than my picture, because what we're going to do is cut through and then make a little pocket for the pictures to slide into. I'm going to line this up roughly again, making them even. I'm just using a regular colored pencil and I'm just kind of drawing a little around. Yeah, that looks good. Next, X-Acto knife and a good ruler. Now, if you'll notice, when I marked on the outside of this. So I don't want to cut on the outside, I want to cut on the inside. So I'm going to put my ruler right here over that. Doing so, I'll have a scored line for me to slowly drag this through. And we are just going to do this over and over until we get all the way through the book. Now that my score marks are in, I can really start cutting through. And it's very important that we always cut through the top through to the back. If you look at this, you can see as I've gone through, it's starting to punch through the back. This is where we can now flip to this back side once it gets a little further in. And the blade is getting very close all the way through, and it becomes difficult to cut. Make sure you cut very carefully because you don't want to accidentally cut your own fingers. And if for those of our younger viewers watching, make sure you have adult supervision to help you when you're using an X-Acto knife. Now I can start cutting from the back. It's a little easier. Now when we get to this part, now that we have this part taken out, we can move to cleaning this up back here. So all these excess, we're just going to kind of slightly take this off and peel them away, just cleaning up the edges however you see fit to clean them up. In the corners, we'll have quite a bit of buildup. And you don't have to do a square. You can do a circle or a star or whatever you feel like cutting. Once we've got the main big parts cut out, we can now take an emery board or a file and just lightly clean this up. The thing we're going to be doing is making the back pocket. For that, you will need the piece of paper and your scissors and your glue stick. So we can have the pocket right at there or up higher, but we want the edges to go over quite a bit. So we have room to insert a photo. Here we have a little bit of overhang. We're going to fold one edge this way, another edge this way, and then up like this here. Now we need to cut a small area here out. This allows for you to be able to grab your picture. Got this way. I'm going to glue it down. And I'm actually going to do two types of gluing. The spine here, when we ripped all the pages out, it came out really messy. And I don't like the way that looks, so I'm going to cover it up just a little bit with the leftover paper. Going to lay this like this. Now we don't want to start here to press down the center and move outwards. Now we just want glue on these edges. Just a little bit. And on the fold, you want to get in there. I'm going to place this bottom flap first, press it down, and then flip the sides up. decorate. These are acrylic paint pens that I'm using. We have these available in our maker's space at the Emerald Library. Do all sorts of other designs as you see fit. You can add stickers. I'm going to put a cute little heart here for my happy little babies. Now I'm going to slide my pictures in. We go. Days of rage for angry little baby chihuahuas.
Thank you for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed this video on this how to upcycle a hardcover book. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe. Also, please ring the bell if you want to get updates for when we upload new videos. Thank you.